Well, welcome back, I guess. I This is a part two to my RTA series. I recently regeared a lot of my units. One of them is spoiled, but I'm remaking my climb to Emperor. I forgot that it took me almost 1,000 games last season to hit Emperor, and I've only played 10% of that, and there's 1 month of the season to go. So you're not looking forward to that. But yeah, as is usual, my Paris gear has not changed. She's still 310-ish speed, so I'm gonna slam her down because I'm a degenerate, so what can you do? I'm actually quite excited about the DJ Bazaar changes because I think I could use him as an opener maybe? Not too sure. Like a CR push, an anti-FCC pick. I think he'll be like niche. It's very interesting for sure, but I don't know if it'll be the best. Anyway, this person obviously does not want me to have any fun playing this game, so he picks the most disgusting shit. AOL FCC. Just kidding. So, I'm looking for Dilbert here. Don't realize that she's banned. Pick Kitty, so I'm practically just inting. And she's on PvE gear, so she's like 230 speed. Or no, actually I think she's ungeared right now. So even better. So we're just inting. And this game's basically done. I should have forfeited. My steady is not enough to carry this game. I don't think. Especially with this kitty pick. So it's kind of doomed. So I'm just gonna basically talk about some E7 things and how I used to be really into Epic 7 last season, like a month before it ended, and then ever since it's been like kind of going downhill, but I still really do like Epic 7. I'm just waiting for it to suck less if it ever does that, but I will keep you tuned. So I have to kill Flan here because I don't have any other choice, but I'm kind of screwed if you don't, because Politis's existence means that my Steny actually doesn't cut in front of this AOL, and I might have had a chance to win this game if my Steny was able to cut this RB to kill RB, but since it does not, and it's it's fucking Dreamblade. Oh no, I just missed, so that was just very fun and cool because I think I was gonna lose to Politis anyway. Or maybe Hand Guy is that fair and balanced to 2v1 those low damage units. Well, Politis does damage, but not that much. But we're just gonna pretend this never happened, claim it was rigged, and go into the next match, because what else can you do? I don't know. I still find RTA fun, it's just that ever since they said they wouldn't release Moonlight Vivian until July. I should have known that the meta was going to be stale as all hell, but this is so boring. Like, sure, winning with the same teams is like cool and fun for the first half, but now that I'm here, I'm kind of like regretting my life choices. But since a lot of my teams depend on going first for tempo, I'm forced to pick Amelia here because now that all the other openers I have geared or banned, what else can I do? I think I pick Landy because she's actually not that bad into this team. Well, she's not great into Hwyong, but she's really good into Steny. I mean, really good into Hand Guy. And I pick Steny because his team is mostly single target. They pick FCC because they don't want me to have fun, which is like cool, I guess. Like very, very nice. They pick Charlotte. A real throwback, honestly, since we haven't seen Charlotte since Rimuru, because Rimuru is fair and balanced. I pick one of my new units, my Flan. I'm not gonna tell you her speed. You don't want to know her speed. It's not 300, so she's automatically garbage. So It's just one of those things where I can only pick her when they're not speed contesting me. And I need a second opener, which is like one of these situations. Oh, speak of that fucking lube amalgamation, Rimuru. I actually hate him so much. Like, I don't think I emphasize this enough, but Rimuru just killing a large cast with its ability to cut and then one-shot them right back is just so unfun. I don't know who at the SG headquarters was a big fan of slime, but I just want them to know that nobody's gonna want to watch the anime after this because Rimuru has just tainted everything. Anyway, Ida, the depressed girl, which is honestly me, is gonna fair and balance to all over the enemy team. I actually quite like Ida, even though I don't have the speed trio gear to use her to full efficiency, since I don't actually have Ran geared. Because if I had Ran gear, I think I would just build a Pavel instead. Honestly, because he seems to fit my playstyle better. And I already have one plus 15 from when I started the game, and I thought, yeah, I have this 21 speed DPS chest. I'll have other speed DPS pieces eventually, right? Let me tell you, a year later, that I do not have any other speed DPS pieces that even come close. And, you know, we win against Rimuru, so it's justice. And it's not cleave because I used Amelia, so best of both worlds. I'm not a cringe cleaver, yet I punish disgusting Rimuru pickers. You know, you're welcome, everyone. I'm doing what needs to be done. Anyway, look at that win rate. 69?
Can I get that number 69?
I love that Rosa meme, by the way. I just love Vine memes in general. How did we end up with TikTok? Can we go back? Vine was actually so much better. But I don't know, there's just not much to say. Like, should I go into more critical in-depth of why I'm picking what? Or just continue to babble about whatever the fuck I want? Because shoutouts to AOL, the only person that really watches, but it's fine. I'll start off with why I ban Ran and Bellion. I have to ban Ran because I don't have a Ran geared, and Ran deletes my openers and my DPSs and sets up everything else to be cleave because fair and balanced, like you know the drill. And Bellion because a lot of my top picks either depend on book or don't appreciate the constant AoE hits like Landy and Stenny, so she's gotta go. This new comp of DN AOL is honestly so annoying because they cover each other's bases very well. Like DN cycles, AOL deters like Landy picks to punish DN, and then DN can make AOL very survivable depending on whatever the AOL build is running. So that's something. I have to ban AOL here because I don't have a good answer to AOL. Even though I would rather ban FCC because fuck that bitch. But FCC is also unfun. Like the new DJB fucking over FCC, I love that shit. But I think, do I S2 here? No, I don't, because I don't want to be countered by Archdemon, which is also fair and balanced, and also really fun, by the way. And then Diane does her stupid bullshit. Why did she survive the fucking Archdemon war? We could have had Basque, and this is what we get? This cancerous shit in RTA? Anyway, hot takes. Though I guess I can't really be talking when I'm using Peyra and Celius on the same team, so... Throwing rocks and glass houses. I push back FCC so she can't take my Landy out of stealth. And then I start doing the really fun Landy thing. Landy is not a balanced unit, but when she is able to S3 like 5 times in 2 turns is like, it's pretty fun, honestly. And I think I try to kill off the DN here and fail because things going my way in RTA. Could you imagine? No, I didn't think so. I'm just hoping that Archdemon does not proc for S2, but of course she does, because of course she does. Thankfully, Lermia, the STD, can't actually kill my Landy, so we're still good. The Aureus buff, oh no, FCC got cleansed, but it's fine since she went behind everybody, so look at that, I'm making the correct plays. I strip off the skill null and risk a counter, don't get counterattacked because justice, and then Para does fair and balanced Para things, you know, like very very fair and balanced. I'm forced to dual attack into Lionheart, but I think it's okay because I think Landy lets me cycle enough turns to the point where I can actually kill this Lionheart before she kills me. Excuse me. Yeah. Is this exciting? I don't know, because I'm not a cleaver, but I'm not a standard player either. I'm like, I draft very aggressively, and I struggle when... I think for my drafting style, I am definitely somewhere in the middle of a cleaver and a standard player. Like, most of my units are tuned to go before normal standard units, either with a CR push or naturally. But I can race cleavers, especially with like my Para and stuff. It's just that since my unit pool is not the largest, I actually struggle very hard when my units are contested a lot. Like, I only have like 20-ish units built, and since half of them are like highly contested, it leads to a lot of situations where I'm kind of locked out by the picks, and that is a downfall that is more evident that I play RTA. Also, I was right. Speed is king in Epic 7, but we already knew that. I cycle around so hard that his units can't do anything, and everything cannot be countered. It's just justice. Disgusting Archdemon players is justice. I honestly think Archdemon is as bad as Violet, because the last season on my climb up to Emperor, I lost to Archdemon so much after buffs, because when I would first pick APOC, they would just slam down Archdemon and Handguy, and I would just lose. And I'm like, oh. And then, since I didn't have good cleansers geared like Amelia, I just lose. Anyway, we have a cringe cleaver here. So I, being the bigger person, decide to just cringe cleave them back, because it's what she deserves. They're picking imprints and I'm picking imprints. My Shuri is actually not geared, but it's okay. He's 6-starred, so he is threatening them with mental damage, and that's all we can ask for. See, if I remember correctly, my opponent here backs down. Yeah, she stops racing. Like, what the fuck? If you're gonna race, you might as well commit. I ban Diane because she's most likely to be the fastest one, and I have imprints to even out the imprint on their green side. So everyone, remember how this drafting took like 2 minutes? And the game's about to be over in 10 seconds. 1, 2, his Sid wasn't even that fast. 3, and there we go. Justice against cringe cleavers. You're welcome. I'm just doing the most, you know, doing what I can to improve the Epic 7 community and cleanse them of these cringe cleavers. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.